Okay, this video or interview is for Julia Katzman, who is a writer in Kazakhstan for the Esquire newspaper. So the first question she asked me is, please tell me about your childhood and why did I decide to devote your life to cinema? Well, ever since I was young, I wanted to be an actor. Um, I wanted to be the next Bruce Lee, so I practiced a lot when I was young to become a martial art action star when I was like 10 years old. And I guess Bruce Lee actually inspired me to become a martial artist and as an actor. I only started directing after I was acting for about 10 years after graduating from USC Bachelor's of Fine Arts degree in theater. Who were your parents? My parents, well, my father was a CPA, an accountant, and my mother was a school teacher. So I wasn't really inspired by them. I was just inspired by being in Hollywood and growing up in Hollywood to become an actor and filmmaker and director and anything that has to do with the cinema. Hmm. What were your dreams when you were a child? When I was a child, I've always dreamed of becoming in the film industry, and that's what I've been doing. I started as an actor, then became a director, then a producer, and then an editor, and then marketing and distributing films. But what or who may be surprised? By what or who you may be surprised? I don't really understand that question. By what or who you may be surprised? You got to ask me about that again, Julia. I don't know about that question. Do you like to travel? I travel all the time. I always come. Tomorrow I'm traveling to Spain to do some business and go to Switzerland after that. Then Switzerland I'm going to Bali. Then Bali I'm going to Cambodia and then back to the United States. So I do like to travel. I like to explore and look at different things, look at different cultures. I've been to Kazakhstan. I was there with Michael Madsen for 2 weeks that we were at in Kazakhstan. So I love traveling. You like to travel. Which are your favorite countries? My favorite countries? Bali would be one of them because it's very spiritual. I get to meditate. I get to explore my inner self, and I love beaches. So there, Bali happens to be one of the great places I like to enjoy. But all the other countries I enjoy. Kazakhstan I enjoyed. I think anywhere I am in the world, I find a place to find the most positive thing that I can think of, and I enjoy it. Living in the present moment, what I like to do. All right, why did you like Kazakhstan? I like the people in Kazakhstan. They were friendly, they were very hospitable, kind, and they were beautiful people. I like Kazakhstan. I'd like to be invited again if I got a chance to. Are you a risky person? I think I'm a risky person. I like to take chances. Movies is very risky. Putting all your sweat and effort and money in making movies is a very risky thing, and I guess I would be a risky person. I like to take chances. Gambling on, but everything I do is gambling on films. I want to make a box office film. I want to make a box office movie or an Oscar winning movie. It's one of my goals. Hmm. What was what was the madness step you ever did in your life? What was the craziest thing I ever did in my life? I guess getting into the film industry. It's pretty tough. Um, Working my way up for all these years, it takes a while to be in the film industry. You gotta have a lot of passion to be in this industry. What was the madness you did in your life? Michael is a risky person. I think anybody else in the film industry is a risky person. Everyone takes their chances. They're spontaneous and they go out there and they just do what they gotta do. Sometimes you have work, sometimes you don't. So I think he is. I think he takes risk. You gotta take risk in order to succeed. Can you please continue this phrase? The older I'm getting, for example, the more I listen to my intuition. the older I get, the wiser I become, and the more peaceful and intuitive I become. I become a better person as I'm getting older and older. I get wiser. I send out. I become more compassionate and understanding, and I'm able to live more in the present moment. Learn to be able to live more in the present moment as I get older and older. So getting old is a good thing, not really a bad thing. Can you please continue this phrase? Okay, I did that. Please continue the phrase. One should never get angry. This is my philosophy. One should always be positive and live a great, happy life. So one should never be angry or depressed. Or at least you try not to. Let me see. What should never do? Do you think it's important to develop support connection with USA, with Kazakhstan? Well, I think in any field or in any aspect of even just being in a relationship with anybody, it's very important to have relationships with any country, with Kazakhstan, with the Philippines, with Cambodia. I have relationships with all over the world. Relationship is what life is all about, is finding like-minded people that are in the film industry or very spiritual, anyone that's similar to you, and then you connect with them, as we are now connecting, right, Julia? Do you think it's important to develop... Kazan. Also, please continue. If I wouldn't become the head of a business development, I would become a spiritual being, just being a good person. I live my life trying to just do what's good, trying to awaken my consciousness, trying to give out compassion and love, trying to give inner peace. I'm doing that anyways, whether if I'm a head of development of a company or vice president or the president of the United States. That's what I would be doing. That's the honest truth. By what are you proud in your life? What am I proud of in my life? I'm proud of having a good family, having good relationships with everybody. I'm proud of helping people. I'm proud of developing myself to become a better human being every day. What are you proud of? What is love in your perception? Love to me is very important. I've been searching for it all my life. I haven't really found that person yet. I'm still wanting to find that true sense of what the true meaning of love is. Love is something that is like having a soulmate. You think alike, your visions are alike, and you go through the ups and downs together, and you fill that relationship with love and compassion. So it's very important to me, and I want to find it. I'm not sure if I knew and understand the true meaning of love when I was younger, but now that I am wiser and older, I really do understand how and what true love is, and I'm destined to find it. When you understood that your dreams became true, did your dream... Yeah, I've always dreamed to become in the film industry, to produce and direct and to make movies, and that's what I'm doing. I've done 6 feature films. I'm doing another one now that I'm in the works on. I wrote the script and I'm going to direct it and put it all together, like what I've been doing with all my other films. Who are your favorite actors? My favorite actors? Michael's one of my favorite actors. Michael Madsen, I love his work. Al Pacino is another one, and Robert De Niro. I love their work. I love their intensity, how they're truthful in their work, how they use their creativity of being in that present moment to create true acting. Why do you think they are talented? Why? Because they understand the true meaning of being an artist, and that is being in the present moment, and let creativity come from within. I would prefer to die. Please continue the phrase. I would prefer to die if wasn't doing good for the world. I guess that would be my answer. It's a tough question. I would prefer to die. Please continue the phrase. I would prefer to die if I was not, I guess if I was not doing good for the world, if I wasn't thinking of others, if I was a bad person, I would rather die. I like to do good things to people, have compassion, and spread love. Okay, Julia Katzman, I hope I answered everything. If there isn't, you can just ask me again. So I'll send you this video now.